Grade 7. So we're going to just have a short, quick review video today on conversions between volume and weight. So just two additional things that you have to know when you're dealing with your volume and weight. So let's start off with volume. So volume is used for measuring liquids, okay? So anytime we want to measure liquids, we use volume. So two main units of volume that we're going to be exposed to are liters. So we have liters and we also have milliliters. So 1 liter, let's take off that S. So 1 liter is actually equal to 1,000 milliliters, okay? So that's the unit that you have to know. So let's look at an example of some conversions. Two examples of some conversions with liters and milliliters, okay? Let's say we had 3.04 liters and we wanted to turn that into milliliters. If we wanted to turn that into milliliters, we have is this a bigger unit to a smaller unit, or is this a smaller unit to a bigger unit? Now, first of all, we can look at this and we can see that if 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, then we know that liters is actually the bigger unit, okay? So right away we know that this is big to smaller unit. So anytime we have big to small, we're going to simply multiply. So anytime we have big to small, we're going to multiply. So if we know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, then we know that 3.04 liters is simply equal to 3.04 times 1,000. So therefore, and as I would have put inside your notes as well, if we're multiplying by 1,000, all we're simply going to do is put let's rewrite 3.04. All we're going to do if we're multiplying by 1,000 is simply move our decimal point places to the right. So we're going to say 1 place to the right, 2 places to the right, and then finally 3 places to the right. So our new decimal point is going to be there, and we're going to add in another 0. So therefore, our final answer is going to be equal to 3.04 liters is equal to 3,040 milliliters, okay? 3,040 milliliters. So that's our first one. Now let's look at another example. But this time we're going to look from a small unit to a big unit. So let's say we had something like 84 milliliters to liters. 84 milliliters to liters. Now, once again, we know the relationship between milliliters and liters is that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So therefore, if we had milliliters to liters, let's say we wanted to convert from milliliters to liters, we know right away that this is a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So anytime we have a small to a big, we're simply going to divide. Now, what are we going to divide by? We're going to divide by this same 1,000. So all we're going to do is say 84 divided by 1,000. So all we're going to do is simply say, let's write our 84. So we have 84, and we know that whole numbers, the decimal point is always going to be after this 4. So all we're going to do is simply move this. When we're dividing by 100, we're simply moving the decimal point places to the left. So all we're going to do is say 1 place to the left, 2 places to the left, and then 3 places to the left. So our decimal point is now going to be here. And of course, we need to add another 0. That leaves us with 0.084, which is actually the same as 0.084. So therefore, 84 milliliters is actually equal to 0.084 liters. Okay, so that's our quick recap on metric units of volume. Now let's look at metric units of weight. So once again, we only have one important piece of information to really remember. So all that is simply that 1 kg is equal to 1,000 grams. Okay, 1 kg is equal to 1,000 grams. So therefore, if I said what is 3 kg, you're going to tell me that 3 kg is equal to 3 times 1,000, which is equal to 3,000 grams. Because remember, a big unit, to a small unit, we're going to multiply. And we know that kg to grams is big to small. So if I said what is 3.5 kg to grams, we're going to ask ourselves, is this a big to small or small to big? Kg is the bigger unit, so we have big to small. Anytime we have big to small, we're simply going to multiply. So all we're going to do is say 3.5 times 1,000. When we're multiplying by 1,000, all we're going to do is move our decimal point 3 places to the right. 1 place to the right, 2 places to the right, and finally 3 places to the right. And we're going to add in our zeros where necessary. And that simply leaves us with 3,500. So to finish up this video, we're going to look at another example of our conversions of weight. So let's say we wanted to go from grams to kilograms. So let's say I said 400 grams to kg. If I said 400 grams to kg, right away we're going to ask ourselves, is this small to big or big to small? Grams is the smaller unit and kg is the bigger unit, so we have small to big. So if we have a small unit to a big unit, we're going to divide now. So all we're going to do is divide that by 1,000 because we know that 400, and we're simply going to identify our decimal point, which comes right after the number itself. And we're going to say 1 place to the left, another place to the left, and then we have another place to the left. So that's 3 places to the left, which leaves us with 0.400, which is actually just the same as 0.4. So therefore, that is our answer.